On a cold morning in Beijing, one man presses enter, and within hours the world had lost $1 trillion. The stock market had inhaled. Over 500 CEOs had gone into panic, and all of it triggered by one AI system. How did all this happen? Most importantly, how did one man do it all? But we will get to that. This is a story of how one man with one algorithm shook the very foundation of global finance. Further, this is a fascinating story of how DeepSeek ashamed all the American AI systems. Further, this is a story of how one humble Chinese man wiped $1 trillion from the American stock market in just one day. But before we get further, help us reach 1 million subscribers by hitting the like and subscribe button. This is where the story begins. Meet Liang Wenfeng, a coding prodigy, a former researcher at Tsinghua University. More strikingly, a man obsessed with one question: can AI predict the future stock markets? Wait a minute, this is where things become different. For decades, the stock market was ruled by humans, analysts, hedge funds, and billion-dollar trading firms. They thought they had an edge, and they also thought they were in control, but they were wrong. However, a world away rests Mr. Liang Wenfeng, and he's very busy coding something that will soon shock the entire world. In fact, he's about to drop a bomb onto the outdated comfort zone of all the market traders. A revolutionary AI is about to get released. Something called DeepSeek is about to be born.
There is a new model that has all of the valley buzzing.
But from a Chinese lab called DeepSeek.
Liang built DeepSeek R1, a machine learning system like any other before. While the Wall Street relied on trends and historical data, DeepSeek R1 didn't just analyze the market, instead it understood it all. To shock you further, DeepSeek AI was developed in less than 2 years with a budget of less than $6 million. If this doesn't scare you, then listen for this. Some AI systems in America costed $1 billion to develop. Therefore, you can see that DeepSeek only took a fraction of that. To shock you further, DeepSeek ended up being 20 times cheaper than the American AI systems. DeepSeek R1 was built to challenge America's dominance in the AI race. Still, against all odds compared to its American competitors, systems developed by companies like BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, DeepSeek was 10 times more efficient, yet from a fraction cost of what was used to develop them. While the Wall Street funds poured billions into an outdated predictive model, DeepSeek R1 outsmarted all of them, and it was instead more precise. But things are about to get pretty terrible for the American stock markets. Ensure that you stick around. It was not until the 28th January 2025. On this day, everything changed. Liang's AI was unleashed into the world, and what it did, no one saw this coming. Instead, every American was caught unaware. DeepSeek R1 did exactly what it was designed to do. It found out the truth, and the truth was that the entire American stock market had been built on lies. DeepSeek R1 uncovered hidden dates. It also uncovered fake earnings, government manipulations, and what it did instead, it triggered a sell-off of historic proportions. In fact, on this day, the American stock market lost over $1 trillion. To understand this further, within 48 hours, the S&P 500 had lost about 20% of its value. Tech giants like Apple, Tesla, Google had massively lost their stock values also. All investors fled into panic. The world watched in horror while DeepSeek won. In fact, all the American AI firms once confident in their supremacy were left humiliated. Their models were proven to be incapable of matching DeepSeek R1's insight and had missed all the warning signs. The AI revolution now had a new leader, and it wasn't coming from the Silicon Valley. Instead, the new leader is now coming from China. Make no mistake, Americans were terrified because of this. In fact, President of America had to admit to the whole world how DeepSeek should act as a wake-up call for all the tech firms in America. For the first time, America admitted that China is now ahead of them in terms of technology.
The release of DeepSeek AI from the Chinese company should be a wake-up call for our industries that we need to be laser-focused on competing to win.
However, the story has got a darker side. Ensure you stick around for everything. At this time, Lian Wenfeng becomes the most wanted man in the whole world. Governments are all over accusing him of economic terrorism. Billionaires are calling for his arrest. But all this is in vain. Instead, the man is a hero. All the American tech firms at this time are pushing the narrative that instead he stole America's technology. But one thing that is clear for sure is that DeepSeek R1 changed everything in the AI system and history. And for Mr. Liang, he will forever be remembered for shaming all the American tech firms. But one question still remains: how long does America have before China gets ahead of it in terms of everything? Further, how do we anticipate DeepSeek R2 would be? How about all the other future DeepSeek models that are upcoming? Will they be terrifying, or they will be having supersonic capabilities? Please share your comments, your thoughts and suggestions using the comment section. In case you found some sense in this video, in case you're interested in such stories, ensure you hit the like and subscribe button. But until next time, we catch you later in the next video. For now, we wish you love, peace and good health.